Molly's Game is about a remarkable woman named Molly Bloom. This is a true story. She excelled academically in college, and she was on her way to law school. She was also ranked third in North America in women's moguls. When she narrowly missed making the Olympic team, she decided to postpone law school for a year and just come to Los Angeles and be a waitress, just to be young in warm weather for the first time in her life. She was one of these kids who'd been chasing winter all over the world because she was a skier. And she ended up running the world's most exclusive high-stakes poker game and ultimately being arrested by the FBI. And how the story is how she got from there to there. A friend of mine sent me the book that Molly wrote and asked me if I would read the book and meet with her. So I was just doing my friend a favor, and I read the book, and it's certainly it's a great read, and I was really most impressed with how good a writer she was. So I was looking forward to meeting her for that reason. But everything really changed once I spent my first hour with her. We met for a drink one night. She was living in Colorado. She came into town, and we met for a drink, and it was meeting her where suddenly I just began to see a story that was different than the story she was telling me in the book, because the story that she wrote in the book, it turned out, wasn't the whole story. It was her character. I don't mean character in the sense of playwriting or screenwriting. I mean in the sense of her morality, who she is. That really struck me at a time when every day we are just trading in gossip and trading in snark and that kind of thing. And as far as gossip goes, she was holding the winning lottery ticket. She could have gotten herself famous and gotten herself rich simply by telling the stories that she knows, and she wouldn't do it. And I immediately loved that. Jessica is who I wanted from the beginning. She, to begin with, she has just simply the skills, the foundation of a sensational actress. She's a trained actress at Juilliard. I put a lot of stock in that. She, like Molly, has a sly and wry sense of humor. She's very strong without having to play strong, having to play tough. Usually when people are playing tough, it's because they don't themselves feel like they're tough, so they have to act. And Jessica is just able to stand there and live and be tough. Kevin is a great actor, and he is bringing strength and humor, complexity, and really a lot of love to a part that easily it was dancing on a razor's edge. When I saw that we had a shot at Idris, I went for Idris hard. He is a sensational actor, and it's difficult to describe what being a sensational actor is. Again, when you're playing strong, smart, and funny, it helps if you're confident that you are those things and that you don't have to reach for them. Idris also has a great, what we call a face at rest. When he's listening to Molly, you really don't know what he's about to say when she's done. And I kept, what I would do is I would, at home and at my office, I would play all of Charlie's scenes being Idris, filtering it at Idris. And I'd always be smiling when I do it because they would always work so well. Molly's very close with her father, and now I've met him a few times too, and it's difficult to when it's someone you know, and when it's the father of someone you know very well, it's difficult to write that character in a negative light, and that was something that really helped the movie. It was something that really helped their final scene together. But the fact is, Molly's father, who's played by Kevin Costner in the film, drives her very hard from a very early age in two areas: athletics and academics. It's a complicated relationship that she has with him. He is a psychologist and a psychology professor at Colorado State. It's a difficult relationship that she has with him, but in the end, he's there for her.
I'm Molly Bloom. Do you know about me?
オリンピック目前のトップアスリートから26歳にしてセレブだけの高額ポーカーの経営者へ。
I was the biggest game runner in the world.
Movie stars, athletes, billionaires, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Why do you play?
I like destroying lives.
ハリウッドセレブの欲望の裏側。モリーズゲーム。